What's going on, Black family? Um, I heard about this story. And I decided to look it up to see what it was all about. And it's kind of fucked up, man. That that this sister was as you can see in the title right here, reprimanded for tweeting Black Lives Matter from her personal Twitter account. Um, and really the only thing that I have to say about this, uh, from the jump, is that the uh, the police department of New York have admitted, confessed what they're really all about, and we see that in what they've done to this black woman as a black person working for the white man. Okay, we have two um we have two characteristics. One is a facade, and the other is who we really are. One is a idea, um, and the other is the truth. Okay. In this sister's case, it is the idea of law and order, uh, protect and serve, and justice, and the other is Negro, um, a melanoid uh, being, someone that knows what they are in this society, that in this racist society that we live in. And she got a dosage of what the police department is all about, or the law and order system. You know, a lot of police that I have spoken with, they take up for their job, for the people that employ them. And being here down here in Shreveport, we don't really have to deal with we really don't have to deal with police um like every other city does, or every other city where there is blatant racism, like New York. But we really don't have to deal with that down here. um Police probably pull you over, you know, just a little routine stop. But not I haven't heard of any black person this year getting shot dead, or shot period, at a routine stop. Now, just riding through the city, I have seen more white people pulled over by police than I have black people. Um, and that's in the hood, you see. But for the most part, we don't really have to deal with racist police on a level like that. So when talking to them about their employers, and the other officers that they work with, um, they don't have to. It's believable almost. You know what I'm saying? You can believe them on that note, talking too much. I'm gonna get off into this, man. Get off into this article. Uh, an officer with the New York Police Department's 76th precinct is in hot water with her superiors after she reportedly replied to a department Twitter post with the hashtag Black Lives Matter. Officer Gwendolyn Bishop is black, and the New York Daily News reports that she was hit with the departmental charges and accused of inappropriately writing on Brooklyn's 76th Precinct Twitter page in response to a February 17, 2016 post about a gun arrest by a New York Police Department Special Ops team in her precinct. Sad day for the 76th Precinct. Hashtag Black Lives Matter, Bishop allegedly wrote. Um, The remarks were posted under Bishop's personal account. You see it there, uh, which has since been taken down, along with Bishop's replies. The Daily News reports the original tweet from the 76th precinct remains online. The Daily News reports that Bishop has been on the force for 4.5 years, and that when asked about the tweets, she told her superiors she didn't remember replying to the post. Um, at a departmental trial Tuesday, Bishop said she meant to write "Blue Lives Matter" and blamed her phone's autocorrect feature for the error. Now, yeah, that is right there. Attorney John Tynan, who represents Bishop, said that she had used the Blue Lives Matter hashtag in 2 of the 3 comments she had posted. And that was like what I was just about to say, that in the other article that I read before this one, it stated that, and I also recorded just a uh, just a free thought video concerning that without knowing details or whatever. Well, without mentioning the details, just coming from a point of view of someone who just heard this, trying to spark a common sense perspective or common sense conversation. But why would she get in trouble though, or why would she continue to be in trouble when all they have to do is find those comments that she posted? I believe that she did, because she's a police. You have 2 different personas. As I mentioned earlier, you have the persona that is an ideal, and you have the persona that is the you that goes to bed every night. You don't sleep in your uniform. I mean, even if you did sleep in your uniform, you know what I'm saying, that person who you are off the clock, that's the real you. Um, but this is, in my opinion, the proof that the New York Police Department has has as a whole admitted to what people think about them anyway. That the New York Police Department as a whole is out to get black people. It's not a conspiracy anymore. Why would this woman get in trouble, even if the post that they accuse her of is the only post that they had? Why would they um why would they get her in trouble for this, or why would they have her go to court behind something so immaterial? um Bishop, who said she was not responding to the gun arrest, told David Weisel, an assistant police commissioner, "I vaguely remember the tweet. If I had to guess, there are a lot of changes in my precinct about shifts being switched, but it had nothing to do about his gun arrest. Um, Bishop responded to a tweet from the 76th precinct that read, "The 76th precinct special ops team makes arrest and recovers a loaded 9mm handgun, one less gun." Tynan said that Bishop has not violated any of the New York Police Department's social media rules because she did not access the official 76% Twitter account, and her replies were made from her personal Twitter account. She can reply to a tweet just as the 500 million others who use Twitter can, Tynan said. Now, again, with the intent in which something is said, nobody really knows. When you're I can see if she had made a video, just like this other female police that came out, and I believe she was talking about the Freddie Gray. I believe this was the female police officer that was talking about the Freddie Gray killing, and she was saying she in a video she was very emotional about it, and she was saying that that I think it was the Freddie Gray killing, but I'm not sure. But she was basically saying that other methods could have been used, and her being a veteran. I remember how many years she was on the force, but being a veteran, a lot of people took to her her analysis of the situation that occurred, and what ended up happening was they terminated her. They terminated her for it. Now you got this sister here who's typing, who's writing. The intent in which someone, a person's intent isn't known unless you actually see a visual. You can't tell in a person's message, what they actually mean. Which furthermore proves, what I'm saying. So you got this here from the Daily News. The NYPD has strict guidelines about who can post to a precinct's official page, as well as the contents and the post. And right there, even if she put Black Lives Matter in a post on their page, why would the police get upset about that? So it's like they're saying that it's us against them, and we don't want our enemy. Uh, we don't want to be associated with our enemy, so to speak. Um, Her private Twitter account did not identify her as a cop in any way, Tynan said. Lieutenant Stephen Rios, the 76th Precinct Integrity Control Officer, said that a picture of Bishop's now defunct Twitter page has the same as on her Facebook page, where she identified herself as a cop who patrols Red Hook. The 76th Precinct covers Red Hook as well as Carroll Gardens and Cobble Hill. The Twitter account also goes to a Veronica Bishop, which is the cop's middle name. Um, Bishop also had been accused of mouthing off to superior officers and violating departmental rules. If found guilty of all violations, she could lose up to 30 days vacation and be put on a year of probation, according to the New York Police Department officials. Uh, let's be honest. Bishop tweeted this from her personal Twitter account, and the only reason she is getting in trouble for it is that people continue to want to see the phrase and hashtag Black Lives Matter as some sort of threat, as if The mere mention of black people being as important as everyone else is an attack. Had she simply tweeted Blue Lives Matter, we wouldn't even be discussing this. And that's the fucking truth, man. That's the truth. Um this sister, man, like I said, if she did post Blue Lives Matter twice, and one time she had Black Lives Matter, why does the Black Lives Matter hashtag outweigh the Blue Lives Matter hashtag? It's because she's black. And even if she was white, somebody would have, if she was white, the department would have got on her and been like, yo, you're gonna have to take that Black Lives Matter hashtag shit down. And that's how that would have been handled if she was white. But because she's black, she has to be made an example out of. They have to make an example out of her simply because she's black, and they don't want any other black officer in their precinct or in the entire state of New York to even think about siding with the enemy. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They look at Black Lives Matter as the enemy. Okay, and ever since this Blue Lives Matter shit has started, it was nothing but the Blue Lives Matter and All Lives Matter was nothing. It was only created to combat Black Lives Matter, to take the nation's or the masses mind off of the fact that black people are being mistreated in this country. No matter how you want to, if you are a black person that pulled yourself up by your own bootstraps, fine. But we're not talking about you. You do not speak for the rest of black people. You have to take this shit back to slavery because we were not rehabilitated back to our original state of consciousness. And because we were living and we were existing in a post-traumatic slave mentality, many of us suffer from that mental illness. And from that mental illness, there have been only a few who have been able to rehabilitate themselves, but not rehabilitate themselves to their original state of consciousness. They've been able to rehabilitate themselves, but they've been able to rehabilitate themselves to the Caucasians way of thinking. Those like myself who have been able to rehabilitate ourselves to our original state of consciousness. Um, we don't fall in that victim mindset, but then again, you had the victim, you had the mentality or the mental illness called drapetomania, and that is what me and many other blacks who fight the system suffer from. You could call it a suffering. At least those who tried to run away were diagnosed with the mental illness called drapetomania. It wasn't a mental illness. You see what I'm saying? But many black people who do not have knowledge of self suffer from from many from many mental illnesses, and America will not address the fact that they are the cause for why these black people who still suffer from these mental illnesses suffer from these mental illnesses. She is the reason. America is the fucking reason why our people continue to live in these mindsets. No more talk. Okay. Um, Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, check out the content on the page. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.